Do you want to double your sales? I'm going to show you how to wrap up your webinar in a way that can explode your sales. This is a mistake that I see a ton of people make on their webinars, and I'm going to go through how to end your webinar in a way that can drastically increase your sales. Before we jump into it, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss a video that will make you money. And while you're down there, you can grab my free course on webinars, 5 videos and 5 worksheets to get you started on the pathway to success with presenting your webinar. All right, so let's jump into it. Where do a lot of people go wrong? They go and they get to the end of their webinar and they make their offer. They may do the stack correctly, they may not. That's not what we're going to talk about in this video. I have a couple other videos that walk through the stack, how to do the offer portion of your webinar. What we're going to talk about today specifically is how you end your webinar. So when you get to the end, you want to overcome objections. People at this point are on your webinar because they are interested in buying. They have said the all-important word, maybe. Once they say maybe, that's when you put the first piece of your stack up and you put the price up. They're going to lean in and they're going to say maybe. If you get to the end of your offer, you go through your closes, you go through the price, then you show the 2 bonuses and they are still on and they have not bought. They are still saying maybe. So what should you do at this point? You should overcome their objections. And the way that you do this is to brainstorm a list of all of the questions, all of the things that might hold them back from buying, and start going through them. And you can use a couple different phrases for this. Hey, a question that I get a lot of the time is, do you have a payment plan? And here's the thing, it doesn't matter your answer as much as you address it. This is the key takeaway from this video. When you address it, people feel like you've heard them. You enter the conversation that is going on in your client's mind, and they feel heard. Whether or not you address them specifically, they feel like you understand and you're giving them a reasonable answer that gets them to move forward out of maybe. So many salespeople are afraid of objections in one-to-one sales, and they don't even know where to begin to handle them in one-to-many sales. The way that you handle them is just to address them. As long as you give them a logical reason as to why, they will start to move forward. So some of the most common ones are, do you have a payment plan? When does this program start? What is the return policy? Right? If I don't like it, people just want to, so many people are scared to address the return question or the refund. But if you address this, it gives people the confidence to move forward. Yes, some people will refund. Dan Kennedy, one of my mentors, said if at least 15% of your sales are not being refunded, you're not selling hard enough. And I agree with that 100%. You're leaving money on the table. Some of the other ones, real common ones, depending what you sell, right? Does this solve XYZ problem? Like, think about the smaller problems inside of it. A lot that I get for webinars specifically, is this going to help me with traffic? Well, in module 4, we go over 32 different ways to drive traffic to your webinars. That's where that's handled. Can my business partner come to this? Can I give my login to my assistant? How long does the program take to go through for the average person? What are the sales that I'm going to expect to see? The other thing that you can do if you're doing this live is say, hey, if I'm not answering your question, go ahead and drop it in the box for me. Ideally, you want to have 5 questions to go through to get this process started, and then you want to keep answering questions as long as people are on. If they are still on and you've answered all the questions, you can literally say, hey guys, I am here to answer any questions that you have. If you're still here, it's because you obviously want to buy my product. You want to buy my product or service. You want the outcome. Hey Joe, you're still on this webinar because you want to lose 30 pounds and you know that this is the right fit for you. You're just trying to figure out if you're actually going to stick to the program. Why don't you go ahead and get started? We have an unbelievable guarantee. I'm telling you, this is the right program for you. A lot of times they just want to hear this. If you've been on this channel for very long, you know my favorite quote. Zig Ziglar says, sales is nothing more than the transference of excitement, energy, and certainty about what I am selling to my ideal customer. If you master that, people will buy from you. And here at the end of the webinar, the last 10 to 15 minutes that most people never even do, they just end their webinar, this 15 minutes can double your closing rate. Have questions over what the end of your webinar should contain? Do you want to know how it works specifically for your webinar? Leave them in the comments below. I will be sure to answer them for you. While you're down there, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss a video that will make you more money. And you can grab my free course on webinars, 5 worksheets and 5 videos to get you started on your path to success. Until next time, take action, change lives, and make money. I'll see you soon.